Hey, what is going on, you guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Honda Grom. This here is my 2025 Honda Grom ABS, and I've had it for just slightly under a year now. I currently have 1,022 miles on it, and I just wanted to give you my experience and tell you what I think about this bike. Now, for paying just under $5,000, I think it came out to $49.62 in my area here in East Tennessee. All dealerships are going to be different. Some are crazy marked up. I've heard people paying closer to $6,000 for them, and I've heard people paying, you know, $4,000 in that area, I guess. But this will really depend on where you're at. But if you're looking to buy brand new, that's kind of the range you can expect. These bikes used, you can probably find them anywhere between $2,500 and, you know, $3,000, $3,500 or still. They definitely hold their value. Even I've seen some crazy builds where, you know, you got on air ride and all this other stuff, and they're made to look super cool, and people are only asking $3,000. But then I've also seen, you know, I guess these stunt style bikes all decked out, but you know, they've been abused, they've been dropped, they're all scuffed up, and people are still asking, you know, $3,000 for it. So it's going to be up to you to decide if you want to buy it used or if you want to buy it brand new and start modifying it yourself. Now, when it comes to performance on this thing, it is definitely not there. You got a 125cc engine. It's roughly 8 horsepower, I believe, and yeah, it's a slow bike. I mean, if you're looking for a commuter to work, that's, you know, if you're just these back roads or you're local in town, this is definitely the bike to do it on. You average out, like right now I have 113 miles per gallon, which is, I think it's pretty damn good, considering if you have to fill this thing up from empty to full, you're probably gonna spend only, I'd probably say roughly $4. Every time I fill up around half a tank, I end up spending only $1.60. And once again, that will depend on your area. Here in East Tennessee, I believe we're paying $2.55 to $2.60 per gallon for regular. And you only want to put regular in this thing. This is, you know, this is not a sport bike. Unless you are modified and tuned for it, I would not recommend putting anything else other than your regular gas in this thing. Now, the reason why I bought the Honda Grom is mainly because I wanted to replace my car, my Honda Odyssey I have. I mean, I still have the Odyssey, I didn't replace it, but I ride this thing anytime I have to go out, and if I'm not, you know, picking up anything, you know, that would require a bigger vehicle, I normally just have my backpack on. I have my little front pouch here for my wallet, my phone and stuff normally. Anything I can fit in there, that's what I'll do. And I just ride this thing around locally, you know, and save money on gas. It's definitely a great gas saver. And if you're just doing these local, you know, local roads and not taking it anywhere far, it's great. And even if you did take this thing somewhere far, and let's just say you took all back roads, you're avoiding highways, I mean, this thing is definitely a lot of fun to ride. And the only thing you have to prepare for is your ass hurting, because the seat is definitely not, it's not a long-term seat. So definitely get yourself a modified seat with some cushioning, and then you can definitely do some longer rides with it. I've seen people take these things from coast to coast. There's a couple of videos out there on guys doing that, and man, as fun as that sounds, I would actually love to try that someday, but not anytime soon, man. Now let's talk about the acceleration in this thing. It's not bad, but it's not good either. The fact that this thing tops out at roughly 55-60 miles an hour, depending on your weight and size, it's pretty good. But as far as, you know, if you were, let's just say, on the highway and you had to get off the off ramp and, you know, meet the speed limit, you would definitely be having a rough time doing that. Unless you have some modified parts, which, you know, they make to make these things a little bit faster. It's still sketchy, because now you're essentially riding something, you know, this thing is super light. It's like, the best way to describe it is, it honestly feels like you're on a bicycle. This thing, you know, can move around super easy, and the fact that, you know, people put these crazy engines in them, it's just not not something I would recommend. Never been out here. Looks like they're building new homes or something. Hopefully I don't get cops called on me. Anyways, so the acceleration is not the greatest, I'll say. The braking, I got the ABS model. I'd say the brakes actually work pretty damn good on this thing. I've had to lock it up a few times because of some idiots pulling out in front of me. I wish I got it on camera the other day. Some dude decided to pull a U-turn on a straightaway just with no warning whatsoever. But the brakes locked up. I mean, I slid, I kept it up, and it did great. The suspension, it's all right, but it could be better. This thing, if you're looking to take it off any kind of jumps, you will probably, I wouldn't say blow out your forks, but you will definitely feel it. It's it's not the greatest. There's a skate park here. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a skate park here. Anyway, the kid told me to rev the engine. Anyways, back to handling. The handling on this thing is actually pretty good. It moves quickly. You can, you know, bob and weave some traffic. Not that, you know, it's exactly legal in the state of Tennessee for any kind of lane splitting, but you can get this thing just about anywhere. I actually had this thing sitting straight up in my Honda Odyssey. I just opened up my slider door and I literally just put the thing in there. That's the nice thing about it. It fits just about anywhere. If you have to bring it inside the house, it will fit through your doors, no problem. That's the great thing about it. You know, if I wanna do a road trip, and I can throw this thing in the back of my Odyssey. You know, let's just say drive to Illinois, meet up with some friends out there, and if I want to have something to cruise around on while I'm there, that will fit in there. So that's the great thing about it, man. The insurance, I want to talk about the insurance and your costs. This thing, I have it, so when I first bought it, I had to have full coverage because, you know, that's what's required, especially when you're making payments on it. I didn't want to buy it. I had the cash to buy it outright, but I just figured I'd put it on payments, kind of build my credit up a little bit. I was paying $35 a month for full coverage, and I thought that was pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit higher, especially for something like this, but it's not bad. I mean, $35 a month was great. Now that I have it paid off, and the fact that I'm turning it more into a stunt bike, I will be paying, I think I'm paying $6 a month now, so that's great. My Harley Davidson, I also have that thing on just liability at the moment, and I think I pay $16 a month for that, so I'd say it's great, man. I cannot complain over that. Now obviously if I wrecked, yes, it's gonna cost me, but the fact that I'm planning to kind of, I wouldn't say wreck it, but you know, I plan to damage it at some point or another doing some stunts. It's gonna suck, but at the same time, the plastics, the fairings, the parts on these things are so, I wouldn't say cheap, but they are. I mean, you can buy new fairings for a couple $100, like, you know, your levers, your shifting stuff, everything is gonna be really cheap. I'd say under $30 you can buy most of the parts. So that's the great thing about it. So I guess to kind of sum it up on a few pros and cons, now I'd say the bike is great for local use, like, you know, your local town riding. It's good on gas, it's cheap on insurance, and in that sense this bike is great for a lot of that. The cons is, like I said, the exhaust The exhaust is super quiet, so you definitely want to change that almost immediately. The bike is fairly small, so if you're a bigger dude or a tall rider, this bike might seem really small to you. And I mean, it'll probably look small with you sitting on it. And then definitely not for highway use, unless you weigh like $160. You might be able to get it to speed, but it's just not recommended, man. I'm gonna stop here and get some Korean hot dogs, and I'll catch up with you guys here in a second. So guys, I guess to wrap things up, would I recommend the Honda Grom? The short answer is absolutely. This thing, you know, it can be taken anywhere. You can really honestly take it off-road as well. You get yourself some off-road tires, and you can probably rip around with this thing in the grass and the dirt. And yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend it, especially for, like, you know, in-town use. If you're not really looking to commute highways, then this is definitely the bike for you. I've only owned this thing for a year, but I cannot wait to see what the future holds for this thing, how modified it's gonna get, how well I'm gonna learn my wheelies and other stunting on this thing. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, absolutely guys, I would definitely recommend buying this, and I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. I appreciate you guys sticking around for the review. If there's any kind of questions you have, or if there's anything you need clarification on, or if there's anything you want me to touch up on and make a separate video, please let me know. It's my first video really out there for long form content. Every Sunday we do what we call is mini mobbing Sunday. We get together with a bunch of buddies, and anywhere from between 20 and 50 of us go cruising around the Tri-City area, and I'll be making more videos on that later. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. If you have any other questions about the Honda Grom, please let me know in the comments. I will do my best to answer any questions y'all have, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.